$120,000. That's how much the value of my client's townhome went up in 2 years. And so he messaged me the other day and he said, hey, I have a question for you. I can make potentially over $100,000 if I were to sell my townhome. If I sell and rent for 1 or 2 years and then move again, then hopefully home prices will lower, and then that would be great. I can upgrade into a bigger home. Now, he's not gonna be the only one thinking about this for all of the people who bought homes in the last 2 years or longer. So I wanted to address this. Here are some of the things that he didn't necessarily consider that is worth you guys thinking about, okay? Number one, even though the hope is that home prices will come down, there is no guarantee. Just as much as there's a chance of it going down, there's a chance of it going the opposite way. In fact, I'm very bullish on the real estate market, which brings me to point number 2. I did a calculation based on how many people moved to Alberta in 2023 and the number of housing starts in that same year. Now, housing starts means the homes that have developed and poured concrete for the basement. Based on my calculation, Alberta is short 43,000 homes, okay? 43,000 homes. Now, if the tech sector and the city of Calgary, for those that may know, is really pushing to grow and develop a tech sector here in Calgary. And we've had some pretty good traction so far. If they are successful and they attract more people here, then that is gonna add way more demand than there is supply. And at the end of the day, this is all about basic supply and demand economic fundamentals. Now, we're 43,000 homes short in Alberta for last year in 2023. Think about it. If we continue to grow in population, and we are, because the federal government has basically opened the floodgates, and we're still not building enough homes, every single year that passes by, there's gonna be an exponentially bigger gap between supply and demand. And so even if we stopped people from moving to Alberta, say in 2 years' time, it could take another 8 years on top of that or more just to make sure we're at a equilibrium. Now, I totally understand what he's trying to do. He is worried that if he doesn't make a move soon or anytime, he may not be able to move from a townhome to a detached home. And that is a valid concern. What I recommended him to do is, number one, talk to my mortgage team and just run the numbers. What would he qualify for if he were to keep his existing property and buy a new one? And what would he qualify for if he were to sell it and then buy a new home? Now, once we have those numbers, then I can take that and say, okay, well, let's take a look at the market and see what kind of properties fit within the budget. Now, the other thing he has to keep in mind too is if he were to upgrade, then the home is gonna be more expensive, meaning the mortgage is gonna be more expensive. And I ran some numbers based on a $640,000 mortgage and $250,000 down on a property. And the total monthly cost for that, mortgage, property tax, insurance, and utilities, comes out to be about $4,000 a month, which is a lot, right? It's a lot of money. And so if he wanted to make that jump, he also needs to consider that his budget is also going to increase, and does that fit within his personal budget at this stage of his life right now? So guys, I hope that has answered some of your guys' questions, because I know that is something a lot of people are thinking about, and it does take some meticulous planning, some experts behind you, supporting you. If you want a detailed plan on what that would look like, just to explore your options, and keep in mind, it doesn't matter if you're looking to upgrade now or in the future. It's good to know where you stand today, because based on today and compared to, say, 6 months or 12 months or 18 months down the road, it may not change all that much, right? Yes, the interest rates might be a little bit different, but at least you have some general idea. And if you were looking on the market for a new home, then at least you'll know what is possible and what's not. If you want a professional to walk you through all these major steps, then my mortgage team can help you. I'm confident about that. And once you are finished running the numbers, then our Live Interstate Real Estate team can take over and show you what the possibilities are and put together a plan step by step to show you how we can help you achieve your goals. My name is Felix Chan, Calgary Realtor and Mortgage Broker with the Live Interstate Real Estate team, and we'll see you in the next video.